welcome to my channel. Today's video is taking place back in the gym and I am so excited to be back, and it's not only good for me but it's also good for you because then you're getting a more realistic of what I actually do in the gym and what has helped me to transform my body. So without further ado, let's just get started with the workout. Alright, so first we're starting on the assisted pull-up machine, and it does exactly what it sounds like. It's assisting you to pull up because we're not strong enough to do it ourselves yet. But if you're new to this machine, it can be kind of confusing because it's kind of like opposite. So basically, whenever you're pulling up, you're using your body weight to pull you up, and that's the weight you're pulling up, if that makes sense. So basically, the heavier the weight, the easier it's gonna be. It's not gonna make it harder, it's gonna make it easier because then you're not pulling up as much of your own body weight. So make sure you don't start off super light because you will not be able to pull yourself up. When I first started, I literally had to put it at 100 pounds, and at the time, I only weighed like 120, I think. So I was only pulling up 20 pounds, and that's not a lot. But I like doing this first because it kind of warms up my back muscles, it's warming up my biceps, and it's also warming up my shoulders a little bit, so it's kind of all around for all the upper body. Okay, so next we're continuing with back. We're gonna do some lat pull downs. There are so many different ways that you can hold onto the bar that targets different muscles. I just held it the more traditional way. I have it kind of on the like more angled part and just pull down. While you're pulling it down, if you're leaning back while you're doing it, you're kind of just using the momentum to bring the bar down instead of actually just straight up pulling it down with your muscles. It's better to make sure you're just pulling it down, try to keep your body in position. You can move a little bit, but only a little bit. You want to make sure you're doing a weight that is hard enough, because if it's not, then it's just gonna be too easy and you're not fulfilling your potential. So make sure you use a heavy enough weight because it should be challenging. That's the whole point. It's not supposed to be easy, it has to be challenging. And that's with any exercise. So remember that. Burn it in your brain. Next, I just have some cable rows. For this, a lot of people make the mistake of using their arms to pull it back, so it's targeting more of your biceps, but this is supposed to be for your back. So if you're not feeling your back, then there's something with your positioning that you're doing wrong. Just kind of play around with it and hopefully you'll figure it out. I don't know the best way to describe it, but you want to be pulling with your back, not your arms, because you should be feeling in your back because it's a back exercise. Of course, you're going to feel a little bit in your arms, but if you're only feeling it in your arms and you're not feeling it in your back, then that's kind of an issue. The only tip I really have for this is whenever you pull it all the way to your stomach, to squeeze your back kind of like together, so when you're really contracting your muscle. That's the best way I like to think of it. But like I said, just play around and see what works best for you. So next, just to warm up my biceps a little bit, I'm doing some bicep curls. I'm not gonna dwell on this too much because I think everyone knows what a bicep curl is and I've talked about it many times. I have a video just dedicated to biceps, so if you want to learn more about that, of different variations you could do, then you can go ahead and watch that video. I'll have it up in the right corner, I think. And I'll also link it down below in the description. But after that, that's when this is gonna get hard, okay? I'm telling you now, like I'm not just saying that because I'm trying to convince you, but if you do it, you know it's gonna be hard. And before I start actually talking about it, one of my good friends actually taught me this. So if you're watching this right now, you know who you are. You know who you are. Once you see this, you're gonna know that I'm talking about you. I don't know if there's a name for this, so I'm just gonna kind of explain it and you'll also see in the video so it'll make sense. But you basically want to grab a bar and you want to grab the like ones that you could curl. So not the straight one, but the one with the indents, you know? Yeah. So basically, you're first gonna start off with your hands closed and do 10. And then after you do that 10, you're gonna move your hands out a little bit wider into the next little ridgy area. And you're gonna do another 10 right after. You're not taking a break, you're doing 10 right after. And after you do that 10, you're gonna go all the way out to the side. It's like a wide grip, and you're gonna do 10 more, and that's it. That's your set. That's only one set, it's not 3. But you basically did 30 curls, different positions, and that's just gonna target different muscles. Okay, so next we're gonna move on to some shoulders, and the first exercise I'm gonna do for that is an upright row, and you will see me demonstrating that now. It's kind of a really easy concept to understand, so I don't know much how to explain it for you guys. For this, I can do a little bit of a heavier weight than I do for like my other shoulder exercises, if that kind of helps you decide what weight to use. But obviously play around and see which weight is manageable for you. But for this, I'm just doing 3 sets of 10 I don't even know if I have to say that anymore because I usually do about the same, but just in case, I'm doing 3 sets of 10 here. So next, I'm doing the military press, and I'm sitting down this time. I usually don't, but I'm doing a little bit of a heavier weight than I'm used to today, and I didn't want to include this just because I look crazy. Like, I look crazy. I think we all know I have big eyes, and they were bulging. Okay, they were bulging out of my eye sockets because I was struggling. I didn't have super good control over the motion, but I included anyways because I tried to be 100% honest in all my videos, because that's just the way you're gonna see results, and I'm not gonna lie about what I do to achieve those results, if that even made any sense. Basically, I just want to be 100% honest, and I'm gonna show you that it's just not easy. I know a lot of people make it look easy, but it's not. So you're going to see me struggle a bit here, and whenever I lift it up, I'm over here clinking them together because it was just heavier than what I'm used to doing. Didn't have the best control over it, but I did it anyways, and I'm showing you because it's just the reality, and I hope you guys are okay with that. Then lastly, I'm going to finish off with some triceps, and I will be doing tricep push downs. I think that's what it's called. This is the most basic tricep exercise that I think everyone knows, or at least have an idea of. So you just hold onto the rope, you pull it down. You want to make sure you keep your elbows by your side. You don't want to flare them out because it is very easy to do that, but then you're not really working out your triceps as much. And you also don't want to pull it all the way up to the top. You want to kind of keep it more centered, pull it up a little bit, but for the most part, it's basically staying in one position. You don't want your arms to really move out of place that much. But that is all for today's video. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, you already know, make sure that you like it and subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me, whether it's DMing me or commenting down below. But I hope you enjoyed the workout. I hope it made sense. I'm kind of bad at explaining things sometimes, but I hope it was helpful, and I will see you guys in the next video.